So we've discussed forces. And forces are kind of a neat thing. Forces can be in balance, like we've mentioned before. And as you can see, the two weights hanging here, which are 150 grams each, are in balance. They're not moving, they're stationary, they're not going up or down, left or right. If I take a force and add a force, I can make them move. And they still stay within balance. Now remember, balanced forces and equilibrium are the same thing. And what a balanced force is a zero net force. So think of forces as your paycheck from work. You have gross pay, and then you have net. Net is what's left over after taxes. In this case, our net forces are that I have 150 grams here and 150 grams here, and they cancel each other out, which leaves them in balance, or zero net force, or equilibrium. If I add a force, I can make them move. I can make them accelerate. Once I start to accelerate, I've become unbalanced. No, that's not me being unbalanced. I know that's a question. But unbalanced meaning that I'm accelerating, changing speed, changing direction, or changing shape. So what's happening here is I accelerate, I become unbalanced. That becomes a non-zero net force, which means there's more forces in one thing than the other. Elevators work the same way. Elevators have counterweights that weigh the weight of the car plus the maximum payload. And as we add people to the other car, it's easier for the motor to travel up and down because we have a weight over here. So again, just to remind ourselves or refresh, balanced forces are also in equilibrium, which means they have a zero net force, or 150 grams here, 150 grams, we're at zero. If I add to something and make it move, I am unbalanced or have a non-zero net force. We're going to learn a little more about this in the next lesson.